All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the fabulous, outstanding, super cool Eileen Shapiro. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, and thank you.
It's good. We can hear you good. Let me introduce you to everybody. Since he wants to talk first, I'll introduce you to the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hi, Eileen. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good to have you.
Then we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, chat room.
There you go. And now I want to introduce our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi, darling. I think I might know you. I'm going to give you a name. His name is Bobby Dinard, and he's a famous ice skater, and he had his ice rink in Islip, Long Island. Do you know Bobby Dinard? A flaming queen. She had blonde hair, false eyelashes. Used to use the excuse, I just got off the ice. That was like a week ago. And
you know what? I'm going to tell you something. You look really familiar to me.
Of course I do. Black hair. I used to go to the bunkhouse. Are you kidding?
Really?
I used to go to Kiss in Ronkonkoma.
Oh, my God.
I used to go to the bunkhouse. I used to go to the Coachman. Remember the old Coachman? I used to play darts.
I was not living in Long Island at that time, but I've heard stories.
Right. Now,
Hang on, everybody.
did you ever know the woman that owned the Pink House or the Pink something in the Hamptons? It was a lesbian bar?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
So Ron lived in Long Island for a long time.
Wait a minute. Wait. You mean the Countess?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I did. I knew her. I went to her parties, and that was in Port Jefferson in Belterre.
That's exactly right. And she was dear friends with Bobby Dinard. We used to go out to the Hamptons, to the Hayloft. Not the Hayloft. What was it called? The bar that burnt down, that wonderful disco, and next to it was the restaurant.
Oh, God.
Swamp.
The Swamp.
I used to go to I used to go to all the ferry bars. I was a big ferry.
We are the only syndicated gay married couple television and radio show like on the planet. So
who have not been killed yet.
And we're actually like married. And I want to give a shout out to you, number one, and we'll talk some about your book. But I also want to give a shout out to Mike Todd from Get Out Magazine, who you write for Get Out Magazine, right?
I do, and I love Mike, and he told me all your secrets. So.
Oh, he told you? Yes, we worked together for many, 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 many years in Florida. He left Florida before I did to go up to New York.
I want to hear the secrets.
I'm so happy that he's doing so well, and the magazine is doing so well. It's really, exciting. And so, hey, Mike Todd, hello, Get Out Magazine. You write for Get Out. You write a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of cool people you've interviewed, which we've had on our show.
Oh, my God.
So
yes, I know.
And we have some of them coming because one of the people that you interviewed is Fran Drescher, and she's coming on in like 3 weeks or so.
Love
she is
Franny.
So sweet.
Isn't she?
She is so sweet. And her ex-gay husband's even more fun.
He's already been on our show.
He's been on our show.
Oh, my God. He's the best.
Marcus, Peter is fabulous. But Peter Mark Jacobson we're talking about.
Yes.
Fran Drescher is my bubula. She's my Franula. I love her.
She's so sweet.
I went on
like a mini cruise with her and her ex-gay husband, and it was amazing. It was very, very Manhattan. It was very cool.
You gotta like.
Well, she lived one town away from me. I was born and lived in Brooklyn. Then we moved to the country, which was Astoria, because back when Lincoln was there, it was country. We had a lake across the street and goats, so it was very country. Anyway. Fran and I, we sound alike. If I really put my accent on, I try to curb it. People say you sound like Fran Drescher, and I say, well, we came from one town apart. She was in Flushing. We used to go to Flushing to pick up the girls when we were young because we heard all Jewish girls blow.
No, they don't swallow, though.
They don't swallow, but they blow.
I'm sorry, they don't.
It's true. So all the Italian guys got in the car, and we all went to Flushing looking for Jewish broads who were going to put out, because all Jewish broads put out. And I love those stories from when I was young. Of course, none of it's true, but this is maybe possibly, but this is.
Honey, it's all true.
It is true. I was gay.
Sorry.
I was gay, so I wasn't a part of that. Let's go in the park and pick up the girls and bang them. I was like, let's go talk about their nails or whatever. Oh, I love your pedicure. Who do you go to?
Yes, exactly.
Pedicure. So,
you gotta like that. So where are you from?
I am from Brooklyn,
Are
There
you
you
kidding?
go.
She's one of my.
and I'm one of those Jewish girls that used to put out. But I really never swallowed. I swear.
She's my landsman. Are you kidding? We're both from Brooklyn. Where are you from? I was Red Hook.
I was Canarsie.
Okay, and then we moved from Red Hook to Montague Street up in the Brooklyn Heights. We got
Oh my God! I lived on Montague Street.
I lived on Pineapple and
I lived on
Columbia.
Montague
Pineapple
with
and
my first
Columbia.
boyfriend.
Did you know my mother and father's house they bought for $3,000 back after the war, and we could have, if had we owned it, we could have sold it for about $40 million, because that's where the lighthouse is, the big huge,
Oh my God!
the building that's on our property. We could have been so fucking rich. My parents were so stupid. She sold it for like $20,000 and thought, "Ooh, we got $20,000. Ooh, man,
You know what? I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you."
You gotta
So,
like
but
love
I
it.
have to know you because your face looks familiar. Do you know Blanche Ingram? Blanche Milgram, the hairdresser? Lana Goodman?
I don't. You know what? I'm not really that good with names. Like when you go to Fire Island, no one really knows anyone's name. They just know people,
Oh,
and they
we
just
all have fake names, you know. Mine's
exactly.
Jane, after Jane Russell. All my gay friends call me Jane. They never call me Ron.
I'm going to call you Jane from now on.
He used to perform.
Wait, or they call me Miss Russell.
He was.
Miss Russell.
Miss Russell, they call me,
He,
little fuckers.
he used to perform as Jane
That's
Russell.
Jane Russell for years. That's how you may have
Traveled
known
all
me.
over the country, and he did it in his own. Singing
The
in
only
his own
time I
voice.
ever played Long Island was the Treehouse. If you remember
I'm
the
not
Treehouse.
familiar with the Treehouse.
Out in Hop Hog.
In Merrick? Oh, my gay soulmate lives with me. He said it was in Merrick.
What, the Treehouse? It was in Merrick? Could be.
Hi, gay soulmate.
And I also
His name's
played,
Colin. Say hi, Colin.
I also played at the Sans Souci. I guess the Sans Souci is gone. You have to be old. I'm 76, so you have to be old to know all this shit.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Oh, well, I wish.
He's 76 years young. Doesn't he look fabulous?
I wish.
He looks amazing, and whatever doctor he goes to, I want to go.
No doctor. Just marry Jimmy Starr and be totally in love. Meanwhile, ask your friend if Jimmy was a big whore.
Oh.
Was Jimmy a big whore? All Jimmy's a horse.
Oh, Jimmy's a whore.
But I do know his secrets, and we'll talk later. I promise.
Oh, okay. Actually, I don't want.
Actually, are you on Twitter? Because I tried to find you on Twitter and I couldn't find you.
I am under the bunkhouse something. I am.
The bunkhouse.
Where are you now at this? Don't give us your address. Give us where you are.
I'm home on Long Island.
You're on Long Island now.
I am.
What town?
Middle Island, about 20 minutes away from the ferry.
I'm always out there. My dearest friends in the world, Teresa and John, they live in where the fuck do they live? Jesus, Jimmy, where is it? Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai.
5 minutes away.
Exactly. So the next time we go out, we're going to call you. And if you're available, you'll meet us at Terry and John's. They have a fabulous. We go to their son's house. He's in Miller Place. Got a big house with a gorgeous swimming pool. And we'll sit and schmooze and talk about all the old days with the fags on Long Island. I love it.
That's my daughter lives in Miller Place with also a big pool.
So we'll all be in the same neighborhood. But Bunkhouse was not my favorite club because it was a little raunchy rough. I was more of a shishi queen. You know,
it was raunchy. It was, but it was in a good way.
Didn't have a back dark room or something.
Not when I was there. And you know what? If they did, they probably would not have let me in it.
Right.
Wait, let me ask the gay soul mode. Did they have like a little dark room back there or something?
Yeah, well, they have the basement.
Oh yeah, the basement.
Yeah. That wasn't my speed. I was very much, champagne, cocktails, and bullshit. That's what I liked. I liked to date. I was never a hump.
Actually,
well, we redid it, and it was kind of fancy after that.
Well, what years now? I'm talking 80-something.
No, this was 2007.
No,
2007.
that I was already in California. I was there earlier, way earlier.
I went there earlier. I went there for like 20 years before I owned it. But you do look familiar, and I know that I know you. I do.
And your face looks familiar, and I know that I know, but I don't know you with that color hair.
I have all different color hairs.
I think I know you.
I think I see blue and purple.
No, but
Blue, a little pink.
yeah, there we
But
go.
I'm basically a blonde, so when you ask me like to do all these mechanical things, like with Skype, I just wanted you to know that I'm blonde and I have nails. Okay?
All right.
Actually, you're doing pretty good, though. We've had a lot of other people come on who you would think like Skype all the time, and like we have all kinds of problems, and you
I
popped
have
up right
to find
away.
out. I have to
Yay.
connect what I know her
So
with.
let's move
Do you
forward.
know a guy named Vic? Vic used to be a waiter at Illusion, was it the bar in Huntington on Huntington?
In Huntington, maybe.
What was it?
Maybe.
Was it called Illusions? Or
Illusions.
something. Vic was a blonde. He was really a brunette.
Eclipse.
What was it?
Eclipse. Thunders.
Thunders.
Thunder. I know you went to Thunders.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna stop this. Like, how do I know you?
No,
think?
I
We're
have to
running,
know.
I know, but we're gonna run out of time, and we have other things
No, we're
to
not.
talk
We
about.
have
No, we don't
five.
have
Oh
that.
my God!
No,
It's
we
already
don't.
4:30. Yes, listen,
Okay.
listen. We're going to meet with you on Long Island. So give
So hold
us
on.
a contact number after the show.
Actually,
We'll give you ours.
just tell Lee to like give you my email, and that way you can like do it. Well, we want to give a shout out too to Lee Runchie from Crow
Yeah,
PR.
is Lee there with you?
No, Lee's her publicist. She has a book. Well, she's here. And
I know. We're going to
her
talk
new
about
book.
her. It's got to be interesting.
All right, she's got a brand new book, everybody. It's called Precious Little Devils. Tell us the premise and what is this book about?
All right. Well, the premise, it's really hard for an author to tell about their own books, but it's actually about this young girl who goes on this amazing, thrilling quest and adventure into stardom in the music business. And she's in a band, and she gets selected for a national reality show, like a competition, like
Okay.
The Voice, something like that. And she also has a band, and the band is, of course, gay.
You got to love that.
Of course.
have to send
And
copies of the book.
the band has a drag queen guitarist. And anyway, so she goes into this adventure, and she meets an 80s star.
Ellie always gets what he wants with the Samsung Family Hub refrigerator from Best Buy.
The hell
What is-
that?
What was that?
Samson.
I like that. All
Chad,
right,
what
whatever.
was that?
That was my interruption there. Sorry about that.
An interruption.
That's what we call a bad pop-up.
A
Yeah,
bad
you better
pop-up.
believe it. That's like when you have a hard on
Okay,
and
hold
you're,
on.
and you're
So
performing.
we have
That's
a
a bad
drag.
pop-up.
We have a drag queen guitar player. Go ahead.
All right, and then there's an 80s rock star who's their mentor. And the girl and the 80s rock star fall in love. And he has a lot of issues, some medical, some psychological. But
Tell us the whole book.
Hang
Just
on,
give
hang
it. No, but she's giving too much.
this is nothing. This is just
This-
nothing. This is just like a little
Okay.
premise.
That.
No, it's okay.
The book, it has a million great characters.
I like the wacky shit. That's why people buy books.
Drag.
Well, the people that read it, which are mostly gay men for some reason, I don't know why, but so far, they want to see it become a movie, and they're even like casting the script already. So it's kind of cool. It's colorful. It has heart. It's dramatic.
So where do people get Precious Little Devils?
They can get it from Barnes and Nobles, or they can get it from Amazon.
There
Oh,
you
you're
go.
nicely published. I love the accent, honey. You know, when I lived in California all those years, I was talking about it's real neat, get the ball, and I would vomit when I heard myself on playback. So I would fly to Brooklyn and go see all my Brooklyn friends I grew up with and say, forget about her. What's going on over there? What did her say? What does she say? Tell her to get over here. Huh, you over there. What are you doing? I love that. I love
I
to
love that too.
love it. But I can't, unfortunately, because
You know what? I love it when you're gay. I love it even more.
yeah, but you know that's how. If you hear me in my real world when I'm tired, you know, when you're tired, your accent comes out, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm like this over there. What do you want over here? Already, I want to do it. You still do it now. I'm not doing it now. Now later I'll do it, not now. And that's how it is.
So wait a second though. So you wrote a book on Star Trek. That was your first book that became a bestseller.
Star Trek the movie.
Star Trek the TV
Star Trek. Star Trek.
series.
I wrote the Star Trek Medical Reference Manual.
Which is amazing to me that you like wrote that out, and the fact that it became a bestseller is even cooler. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but like just the fact that you did it is like a really cool
So
thing.
wait a second. Star Trek bought it.
No.
Valentine Books commissioned me to do it, so it was already bought. It was already like
Oh, that's.
I wrote for a magazine, a Star Trek magazine
There's
first.
no big moolah there, darling.
There might be now, but there wasn't then. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
All right.
Oh,
shit,
It
I
helped
don't
build
like
your name.
that.
So then you've got Precious Little Devils that's out, but you're also a writer. You've written for the Huffington Post. You write for Get Out magazine. You've interviewed some amazing people. I'm gonna just go down some of this list, and like I think I didn't write everybody down, but I wrote the people besides Fran Drescher, the people that are cool, and plus some of them I actually like know. But you had Annie Lennox, Cyndi Lauper, Brooke Shields, Melissa Etheridge, who's coming on our show, Jennifer Hudson, Leanne Rimes, Deborah Cox, who I've met, Taylor Dane, who's been on the show, Jody Watley's actually on our on the record label I work for.
Yay.
Color Me Bad, I'm friends with the guys from Color Me Bad. O-Town, I'm friends with them. Mary Lambert, Spandau Ballet, Rick Springfield, Fran Drescher, and 98 Degrees, and I'm friends with Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees.
You know what? He's a very good friend of mine.
He's a really nice guy.
The nicest guy ever.
And he's like, does all that strip stuff, like that fun strip stuff, you know.
I've interviewed him several times.
He's a lot. So who do you have a favorite out of all these? Like, because these are all really like A-list people. These aren't like B-list people.
Can't
These
ask
are
that. I
A-list.
always say never ask that question. You put them in a very bad spot.
That doesn't matter. Everybody's still got a
Anybody
favorite.
she says, the rest of them are never going to talk to her.
That's not true. Okay,
Yes,
give me
it
top
is,
three.
right?
Top three, like people. No, just people that you enjoy.
She
They don't
loves
have to be your
Fran
favorite.
Drescher. That's
Who are
it.
some of the ones
I'll
that have been?
say.
I do love Fran Drescher. I love Rick Springfield. I love Danny. You know what? I love them all.
Exactly. Yay.
I can't pick. You know, I love them for different reasons.
Yes.
All right. I mean, Annie Lennox is as elusive as a unicorn. I mean, I've been very lucky.
Something happened to our video.
You guys are disappearing.
I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to Hey, Chad, how do I refresh it?
And I thought I was blonde.
Now,
Okay.
The dog must have hit it.
Yes. Oh, my
Okay.
fucking dog. Now am I back?
Yeah, you're back. I know it has to go
No,
higher.
gotta-
You're back.
Gotta go high.
Get a little lower.
Yeah, there we go. A little
Big
higher.
hands, honey. I like those
Wait.
big hands.
Yeah, he's got big hands, all right.
They say big fingers.
Yeah,
Big nose, big hose. Big feet, big meat.
All right, Chad, you got us now, right? It was the.
I don't have you still spinning. Try to refresh.
How do
Or turn
I
off.
refresh it, Chad?
What would happen?
We'll turn off the video icon, then turn back on.
Okay, hold on. You can
Right,
keep talking
Chad,
though.
Is that true? Big,
Okay.
big meat, big,
Big
nose.
feet, big
big
hose.
Yeah. Exactly.
Chad never answers any of those questions. You got to see what Chad looks like. He's this muscle-bound, handsome
It's
hunk.
still falling down. Why is it?
There we go. I got you back, but
Give
it's
it
not
give
the
it
angle.
Viagra.
Okay.
It'll go up.
Okay, hold on.
Ron, are you a size queen?
Am I a size queen?
No.
No. Actually, I'm a romantic. I live in another world. I live in the world of yesteryear. I never really hopped into sex quickly with people like my friends did. I had to get to know them, had to get to have some feelings for them. Whatever they had, they had. It didn't matter because I cared for them. But I never chased a big piece of meat around a bar. Never. I mean, I looked, but never chased.
Oh.
I don't know why. I
There's a lot of sex in my book. Just
Oh, I would read. So I would
Well,
like
wait a
you to
second.
autograph a copy and send
Eileen,
it to me.
I had a lot of sex, but I also had a lot of boyfriends. I was famous for like going out with 30 men a year or something. I mean, I
They're
really.
all laughing in the chat.
uh-oh, maybe I really do know you.
It's true. No.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but when I was 17, 18, 19, I would be going out with Joe, and in that evening I'd meet Bob in the restroom or in the closet or in the restaurant. Then I'd go out with Bob and meet Ed. Then from Ed I'd meet Steve. And that everywhere I went, guys were hitting on me. I was really good looking when I was young. I looked like Tony Curtis. I was really a handsome guy, black hair, good looking young. Now, but
Oh, you're hot.
no,
You're definitely
time
not.
sucks. Time sucks.
Yeah, he's hot.
But I used to go.
That's how I picked him up in the mall.
I used to go all over and get picked up, so I never really had to cruise the bars or ask a friend for a date. There it goes again. Give it Viagra. I told you. The thing
The
keeps
dog has to
drooping.
be down there.
No,
She is. She's sleeping on it.
Randy, get the fuck off my hog.
Oh, let's see the dog.
She's a rescue, and she's a old English sheepdog terrier. And her name is Brandy. We named her Brandy Star, and we're teaching her to be civilized. We only have her like 6 months. Come here, Brandy.
Oh,
Fabulous. Okay. We have to go back though, because I want to. I want to make sure we're like getting in some good promotional stuff here for her.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, wait a minute, Jimmy. I you know what?
What?
I think I know some of your husband's boyfriends.
You probably do. You probably do. What's the TV guy
And you
that
know
you went out
something?
with?
I went out with a guy, Eddie Shapiro, from the Bronx.
There you go.
Did you
No relation, but
but
the dog is so cute.
she cute? Eddie
He's
Shapiro
great.
was a hairdresser, and he worked in Forest Hills and Guys and Dolls. right across from where
He
Alexander's used to be.
he did hair also when he was
I was a
younger.
hairdresser.
He was a hairdresser. He
I
tried
knew
to be a
everybody on
dancer,
Long Island.
ice
Now I
skater.
can't think of a friggin' name, but I knew everybody on Long Island. I was pretty
How?
popular.
Okay, so have you lived in New York your whole life?
I have, and you know what? I think that I'm inviting the two of you to come to my house in Fire Island. How's that?
Absolutely. We
I
would
would
love to come.
it. Jimmy's never been. Meanwhile,
Nah,
listen, Eileen, I haven't been to Fire Island in a long time. I heard the Cherry Grove sucks. I mean, that sucks. It does, really. But I mean, it
well,
stinks.
literally.
That it's not what
Literally.
it was. It's not what it was. When I went, we used to put on big straw hats and sunglasses and lipstick, and we used to all run around the Cherry Grove carrying on and calling each other Bertha or Isabel or we used to have a ball. Now I heard they're all tattooed, speared, and like stoned and crappy. Is that true?
Well, it's not all true, but now the name is Mary. If you call Mary, about 1,000 guys look up.
No, in my day, you know what the name was? Mei Ling. Mei Ling.
I like that.
We all called each other Mei Ling. You have to know Bobby Dinard. She lived right where the ferry boat goes to Fire Island. That was her town.
Oh, you know her?
Bobby Dinard, the ice skating
She's
queen.
old now. He's talking about somebody
She's
who's like in
100 years
she's like
old.
in her 80s. He's in his 80s.
And he had his ice skating studio was in Ronkonkoma. It was Bobby Dinard's skating
Hey,
school.
Colin, come stick your head in and say hi. So we
Yeah.
can see you. Come on over, Colin.
He's almost naked. Is that cool?
That's cool. We got.
We don't care.
we
We have a lot of fairies.
Hey, how you
Oh,
doing?
I know this one.
Okay.
Let me see your face more. I know that face.
See, you know us both.
So you met him in the basement.
That's, you know, he's
No,
very
no, wait. You, I remember. You're the one that had the vibrating penis.
I still do.
He looks familiar now. Now he does. Did you know the owners of the Swamp, that gorgeous guy with the gray hair who I forgot his name? Do you remember?
Yes.
And he
Yes.
died whatever. I was
Yes.
heartbroken when he died because I had an eye for him. And I went out there one time with one of my boyfriends, and he was hitting on me big time at the bar. And I was trying to get rid of the boyfriend. That's what I used to do, to sort of hook up with him. But the boyfriend was like a lavalier around my neck. He wouldn't let me go for a minute. And I was pissed off about that because I really didn't like the boyfriend. He was just a date. He's like a hick from Smithtown. Who the fuck goes out with anybody from Smithtown?
You're right.
I mean, my business, I'm from New York City. I went out with Milton Berle. You know what I mean? Who goes out with what guy did I go out with? Oh, I went out with maybe, no, you're too young. You're too young.
Try me.
I was 17 years old, and I was going out with a 35 or 7-year-old fella who was absolutely the most breathtaking man in the world. And he was on As the World Turns, as hospital, one of
General
those
Hospital. I think.
General Hospital, one of those soap operas, and his name was Casey Michaels. And I used to run home from high school, LIC, to watch him on television. And I'd say to myself, oh, I'm going to be with him tonight around 9 o'clock. And I used to get so off from watching this guy on television. This is a dirty story, so everybody, if you don't want to listen, don't
You have
listen.
to hurry because I got other stuff. And we're
Okay,
almost out of time.
I had never balled him, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and he said, Ron, you got to get off the fence. You either got to go with your girlfriend and be straight, or you got to come with me and be gay and have sex with me. I hadn't had sex with him. So I go up to his apartment for a romantic evening, okay? He's in a white terry cloth bathrobe. I walk in, he opens the bathrobe, wraps it around me, and kisses me. Suddenly, I felt like a jackhammer between my legs lifting me off the ground. I could not believe or imagine what was doing. I looked down and saw what was doing, and I said, Casey, what is it exactly you do? Are you a top or a bottom? He said, I'm a top. I ran out of that apartment so fast, down the stairs, didn't even take the elevator, and I was crying because I liked him so much, and I knew I could never be with him because that would be physically impossible. Now, I'd like to meet him today. No. That's 16 years.
I like when a man admits he's a bottom. I really do. I admire that.
But that's 16 years old, what I was like, and I ran out of that freaking apartment.
So okay, let's go. So
I
there's
bet your friend there wouldn't have run.
I bet you're
Yes.
right.
Yes.
He just ran now.
He looks like the guy from Yellow. I don't know what that means, but anyway, let's go back. Okay, so Precious Little Devils, you guys has a Facebook page. I see you've had tons of book signings. Is there any book signings come up that we should promote? Do you have any other ones coming up?
I don't have any right this minute, but
But you're
I
going
run
to let me know when
well-
you set them up so we can try and get people to come. So you let me know when you set them up.
And Eileen, send me your cover of your book.
I can get it right now.
Send it to Ron Russell Show, AOL. What is my What's Facebook called?
Ron, huh?
What's just Facebook's just Ron Russell's show, right?
Yeah, look, I have it right here. See?
Ron Russell. There you go. Precious Little Devils.
All right, send me that cover on my.
I'm going to send you. You know what? I'm going to send you the book.
Yeah, I want you to send.
Yeah,
us
but
the
I
book.
need to put it on the cover so I could promote it.
That's
All right,
we'll
I will.
Sure, we'll get.
And
I'm
In
gonna.
other words,
I'll
and I
send.
want- wait, hang
yeah,
on.
I want to do you.
Oh,
I mean,
Now on
interview you.
television?
what I'll do is I'll send
Oh,
Lee.
wait, I'm getting done. Go away.
Okay, wait. No, I'll send Lee. I'll send Lee an email saying to give you my email, and then you
Cool.
get the email, and that way we can contact directly and not go through her.
All right,
I don't mind going through Lee. She's the best. She is the most relentless, fabulous PR
Oh,
person in the world.
But if we're gonna
wait,
get
wait.
stuff back and forth, like she can be included in all. of
Eileen,
them.
here's what I want. I want you to get your boyfriend there to take a picture of you holding the book. Then send it to Ron Russell's show on Facebook. You'll automatically go on my main page, which goes out to thousands and thousands of people, mostly gay. And I will write a nice article about your book telling all the gay sisters and brothers to go out and buy the fucking book. Period.
Thank you.
It's fabulous.
Thank
And you'll
Thank
sell a couple of 100,000 copies.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Well, all the fags in Palm Springs will buy it because they worship me.
I worship you too.
Yeah, she
They'll do
worships
whatever.
you, too.
You know what it is? Like I keep saying on the show, it's going to be so boring for our fans. I don't blow smoke up anybody's ass, and I tell it like it is, whether you like it or not. So.
Well, you're fabulous. You're cute.
No.
And Jimmy, you're okay also.
Okay,
Jimmy's
thank
a
you.
dope.
Hang on, wait.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what it
read
is?
this. Hang on.
Eileen and I are from Brooklyn. Eileen, tell
I'm from
Joy,
Florida.
Joya Bruno, we were with yesterday for lunch. Joy is from Brooklyn. No,
No,
she's not from New Jersey. Forget about it.
Brooklyn.
And I
New
are
Jersey.
from Brooklyn.
All right.
Know her though. You know the band Expose, right?
I don't.
Point of No Return. I mean, they had like all these huge dance hits in the like late '80s. They were.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course.
We
Absolutely.
went and saw them in concert Saturday night and had breakfast or lunch with them on Sunday. And
Oh, have fun.
hang on, you guys. Okay, real quick. If you guys go to Amazon, one more plug because I don't want Lee to get mad that we're talking about everything else when I told her we would promote your book. So I want to at least
We
get one.
promoted the book. What more do
I
you
want to
me
get
do?
one
Stick
more.
my
So here
ass
it is.
out?
A salaciously romantic portrayal of rock star competition meets the 1980s through American Idol, The Voice, and Glee, all rolled into one with a twist. Brooklyn and the Precious Little Devils win a spot on a brand new rock and roll completion mentored by Tristan Bondage. What a name, Tristan Bondage.
Uh-huh.
Tortured ex-post-punk idol that once was, and then the unthinkable happens. The storyline and characters fused with gay drag queens and heartfelt emotion become contagiously addicting, causing laughter, tears, and a quest for more. And you guys can get it on Amazon.com. It's only $14.95, so go for it and get it.
Now listen, Eileen, don't bullshit us about coming to Fire Island. Because
No, I'm serious.
this weekend,
Come here.
I wanted to go to the.
I am at the house with Colin. He's going to invite you right now.
Colin?
Come on to Fire Island.
Okay. Can
It's a five-bedroom house. You'll have fun.
naked? Do I have to wear clothes?
Yes, you have to wear clothes.
Only sometimes.
Okay, sometimes it's good enough. But listen, we were going to go to the Poconos for the weekend because I'm crazy about the. Have you ever been up to the Poconos?
I have.
All the way up. I mean, by the lake and the waterfalls, almost Canada. It's gorgeous. So I would much prefer to go to Fire Island because it's on my list. No, it is. It's on my
She didn't say she's inviting you this weekend.
No. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not going to stay with them. I want to be with them, and then we come home. I can't stay over. I got the dogs. I got responsibilities.
He likes to take long trips for a day. We'll leave at 8 o'clock in the morning and get home at like 3 o'clock in the morning of the next day.
The last ferry still is 11 o'clock.
We're there.
Wait, is the last ferry still 11?
No, it's 2 in the morning.
Oh, they changed it. Years ago it was
See, he
11
hasn't been there in a
o'clock.
long. I've never been to Fire
I haven't
Island.
been to Fire Island in 30 years. All right? The last
Tell Jimmy that he will love Fire Island.
Let's-
Even though it has changed, he's still going to love it.
He's gonna.
The
love
last time I was in Fire Island, I was at the home of that dressmaker, the designer who died of AIDS, the big famous one. What's his name? Calvin Klein? No. What's his name?
Holston?
Holston. I was at Holston's house, I think at the Pines.
it. Colin, you know your shit, dude. Let me tell you. You're like an
Honey.
encyclopedia.
He's gay. Come on.
Holston, of course Holston was gay. Everybody knows
No,
that.
he's talking about Colin's.
No, I was talking about Colin.
And that was the last time, and I went there for a big party, and I'm trying to think of who. I went with a very famous person, and I can't think of who the fuck it was.
Oh.
Who did I
She
go
said,
to?
I don't know, but in the chat room they're saying that Colin looks like Boris Blank from the group Yellow.
You do.
You gotta love it. All right, we gotta go. We've only got like 30 seconds left, so here's what we're gonna
I
do.
can't think of
Everybody, everybody, make sure you get Precious Little Devils. We want to thank Lee Runchie from Chrome PR. We definitely want to thank the fabulous Eileen Shapiro for coming on the show and for her helper, Colin.
And
Thank
Irene,
you, Colin.
Irene, listen, you're going to be my friend.
Eileen, not Irene.
I said Eileen.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna be besties.
Absolutely.
No, I want you to be my friend. And, honey, when we move to Palm Springs, I want you to come out and hang with us and all the fags out there. I know all the big ones out there, all the famous ones. I can't give their names like George Hamilton, but I would never do that.
I love you.
All the biggies
My whole heart.
will party our asses off. That's all Palm Springs is one big gay bar.
It'll be a lot of fun, everybody. Eileen, thank you so much. Also, one more time, we want to thank Lee Runchie, and we want to give another shout-out to Mike Todd and Get Out Magazine. Everybody, if you're in New York and you want to know what to do, Get Out Magazine.
Okay, and after the show, let's give phone numbers, darling.
She's gonna get it through. I'm gonna get it through her publicist.
Okay,
now.
and give my private number, the one I never give out.
Okay. All right. Eileen,
thanks, guys.
Colin,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
sweetie.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you.
Love
Brooke.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Brooklyn.
Take care.
Bye, Colin.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks
I love
so
her.
much.
She's fabulous.
Thanks, everybody, so much for tuning in to the Jimmy Star Show today. We got some great talent coming on next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chad, thank you so much.
Later, fellas.
Chat room, have a good time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you later.
Thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC. You can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
British, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star.